The Dallas Mavericks has been hooping, and after beating the Washington Wizards last night 137-101, they have extended their win streak to 6 games. After watching their game against the Wizards, I couldn't help but notice the team's depth, man. Mavericks bench scored a total of 64 points in last night's game against the Wizards, and whenever the bench is clicking like this and they got their starters healthy, this may be the most dangerous team in the NBA. Like, other than the Boston Celtics, this gotta be the most dangerous team in the NBA when they're fully healthy and their bench is actually clicking. With how well the Mavs look, I definitely think they're going to end up back in the finals against the Boston Celtics. And another scary thing is Klay hasn't really found his rhythm. As he's shooting a career low from the 3 ball right now, shooting 36.8% from the 3. But that's going to change real soon. You know what I'm saying? We know the type of shooter Klay is. We all know that Klay is still a splash bro. We know what Klay can do. Klay can score in a hurry too. You know what I'm saying? Klay is one of the best shooters ever, so we can't forget that. Klay had an efficient 11 points last night, shooting 3 for 5 from the 3 and shooting 44% from the field. So obviously, like I said, that's a pretty decent night for anybody, but for Klay Thompson, we know he can play a little better than that. He could probably hit a couple more threes, but he was efficient. That's what matters. He was efficient. He only missed, what, 2 shots? Yeah, he only missed 2 shots on the whole night. So, like, you talking about catching shooters, and the fit with Luka is just insane. Like I said, the fit with Luka is insane. I love Klay on this team. Also, like Spencer Dinwiddie's play last night off the bench, man. He poured in 12 points, and he shot 4 for 5 from the 3. Like, Spencer Dinwiddie was hot from the 3, man. He was aggressive. I love when Spencer get in his bag like that and get buckets, because Spencer can really score the ball. Like, people forget that Spencer can score the ball in any way. He can get the ball and handle it, create his own shot. Or, like I said, he can play off the ball. That's why he fits very well with Luka as well, because he can help Luka out by getting the ball and, you know, playmaking and handling it. Because the Mavericks did need a third ball handler. Like, they needed that last season. And Spencer Dinwiddie definitely addresses that issue with the third ball handler. He can get the ball, play make if he needs to, but he also can score the ball off the ball. That's why I love Spencer. Performances like that shows you why the Mavericks decided to sign Spencer and Klay, because they're efficient, they can play off the ball, and they can shoot the 3 very well. And that's what Luka needs next to him to be at his best. Quentin Grimes also had an efficient performance, scoring 14 points. He had 2 steals, and he shot 2 for 4 from the 3. So Grimes had a nice little night too. I just made a whole video on Quentin Grimes, so I ain't gonna say too much on Quentin, man. I just dropped a whole video on Quentin Grimes like 2 videos ago. Make sure I go check that out. Quentin Grimes has been on a crazy run here lately, and he's going to be very vital in his finals run this year too, because he can do he's a combo guard. He can do everything from a guard perspective. He can score the ball, he can facilitate, he can defend, he can shoot the 3. I love Quentin on this team. And Big Man Gafford also had a nice little performance last night. He put out 16 points and he grabbed 7 rebounds, but he also had 2 blocks. I love Gafford. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he plays very well with Luka, but also he plays well either he's starting or on the bench. I feel like Gafford should be their starting center personally, but he could, like I said, he's good either way. I see that they trying to get Lively some starting minutes, and Lively's nice too. You know what I'm saying? Lively is definitely nice, but when it comes to just that fit with Luka, I feel like Gafford is there. You know what I'm saying? He got more solid screens. You talk about that pick and roll game with Luka, man, it's nice. But like I said, Derek Lively is also becoming that big, you know, like Gafford too. So they got 2 very good bigs. That also helps. Mavericks don't gotta worry about bigs. They got a nice starting big and a nice backup big no matter who starts. Also love how Jalen Hardy can get a bucket in a hurry, man. Jalen Hardy had 13 points in just 6 minutes of play dang there. Like, Hardy get in garbage time and he hoops, man. He don't care if they up 10, he don't care if they up 20. Jalen Hardy is gonna get a bucket when he gets in, man. He's aggressive. I love the potential that I love the potential I see in Jalen Hardy. I feel like Jalen Hardy here in the future can start getting more minutes. They just got a lot of guard play right now. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of guard play, but Jalen Hardy is nice. He can get the ball, he can score it. We see that at the end of games anyway when it don't really matter. So he got to start doing it when it matters, and I think the Mavericks will start playing him more. And then on top of that, Luka ended up having a 21-point triple-double. I mean, he wasn't efficient from the 3. A 21 triple-double, got everybody involved. Everybody had a nice night. I think when Luka plays like that, the team played better because everybody's getting involved, and now the defense don't know how to defend that. It just makes things tough on the defense when everybody's playing well like that, and Luka's facilitating, passing out of the double teams as well as he does, and people's knocking down their shots. And then on top of that, Kyrie had an efficient 25 points, shooting 62% from the field and shooting 60% from the three. That right there shows you how dangerous this Dallas Mavericks team is. I personally think this is the most dangerous team in the West. I know a lot of people have been saying, like, is the Thunder, you know, the Thunder is the second seed in the West. They're above the Mavericks at the moment. A lot of people have been saying that the OKC Thunder have the depth also to get to the finals. And I don't disagree with that. You know, they're a younger team, you know, in that you know, aspect. They're younger than the Mavericks. They have a star player like the Mavericks and Shea. They got a nice supporting cast over there with Jalen Williams, Chet. They've just picked up Alex Caruso and Hartenstein. They also had a nice offseason as well. So I don't knock the OKC Thunder getting to the finals, but I I'm really favored in the Mavericks. And I'm not being biased because Luka is one of my favorite players. It's just so clear as day. Like, this team has a perfect fit. The roster is a perfect fit. When you look at the roster, it fits so well with Luka and Kyrie. People don't talk about that enough. The Mavericks organization has done a very good job of getting players to fit around Luka and Kyrie. And you can see it every game. Like I said, when Luka's getting double teamed, he got reliable guys he can kick it out to. But whenever Luka and Kyrie's getting tired or when they're on the bench, they got guys that can come in and get you a bucket. You know what I'm saying? On their own. Like Quentin Grimes, like Spencer Dinwiddie, like Jalen Hardy. So, and then Klay Thompson, like I said, he got to find his rhythm still. Once Klay Thompson get clicking, like the old Klay, like the Klay Thompson we all know and love, man, he going to be crazy in the playoffs. Like, I know Klay Thompson's going to turn up in the playoffs. It's going to be crazy. Like I said, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be super hard to guard Luka Doncic because, hey, you can't double team him. You can't triple team him no more because they got other guys that can. And then never mind Kyrie Irving, one of the most skilled guards. I honestly think, I'll say it, he's probably the most skilled guard ever. I mean, I hate to say that after he had a bad performance like that in the finals. It's hard to say that. But we all know what Kyrie's capable of. In my personal opinion, he's the most skilled guard ever. He hasn't had the most success, but I think he's the most skilled, from finishing at the bucket, from shooting the pull-up threes to turn around mid-ranges. He has everything in his bag offensively, and he's clutch. Him and Luka's clutch, and they haven't really been the best team this year in clutch games, but we know what they can do in clutch games. They can close out games, and they showed that in the playoffs. In the playoffs, there was a very good closing team, and that helped them get to the finals. So, like I said, man, I think the Mavericks getting back to the finals, especially how they've been playing. I love the way they've been playing. Like I said, I'm a Luka Doncic fan, so I love how the Mavericks been playing. You guys, let me know down below in the comments how you feel about the Mavericks play. And please smash the like button if you enjoyed today's video, and leave me a comment down below. And also, do me a big favor, subscribe to the channel, man. It's completely free. A lot of my watch time here lately has been from non-subscribers, so it'd be great if you guys could just tap the subscribe button and turn on that bell so you'll never miss an upload, as I have been very consistent here lately. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. You did.